Nigerians increasingly depend on the internet to compensate for infrastructural gaps, the recent surge in data costs has raised concerns, especially among mobile users who rely on affordable data for business and daily activities. With the rising cost of living, the hike in telecom tariffs means many Nigerians will have to prioritize essentials, making internet access a luxury rather than a necessity. Trust TV's Abdulmuminu Aisha has more.
Challenges. Residents of the Federal Capital Territory are grappling with the rising cost of data, forcing many, especially youths, to rethink their internet usage. Some FCT residents express frustration over how the hike has negatively impacted their businesses and social interactions, attributing the issue not only to the government but also to telecom providers.
What I do now, like I said, I don't recharge anymore. I use my office Wi-Fi to do whatever I want to do. Over the weekend, I can just wait till Monday. Don't know what NUC or whether the government agencies are doing, but they should be blamed. The government should be blamed because we don't know what's happening. Majority of people now don't recharge anymore. I'm telling you the truth. They just buy this normal dongle or this Wi-Fi stuff and then attach to their phone. Nobody's recharging for data anymore.
Sometimes I think I used to do whether it's 500 for 2.5 gig, knowing that I will use it for the whole day. But now, if I want to do, I can't do that 500 naira on again for 2 days. It lasts for 2 days, 2.5 gig. Now I'm doing 1,000 naira for I think 3.5 gig. Even for my POS, I realized that sometimes when I recharge, normally I do monthly for I think 1,000 naira for 1.2 gig. But now I realize that when I want to recharge, I think it's now 1.5. It's affecting me, honestly.
Like if I want to watch a movie in my house, I'll just subscribe. Small. Once the movie finish, I'll off it. In my phone, the same thing. If I went online within a short period, I'll just off my data.
The tariff increase has led many customers to purchase smaller data plan, limiting their internet access and placing them in a difficult situation. While citizens lament the effect of high data costs, tech expert Awal Abdullahi provided insight on how to optimize data usage.
We need and we don't oversubscribe. Number two, we need to make sure that at least even the data that we're buying, we're using it most efficiently. So when you look at it, number one, there's also the issue of what we call bandwidth on demand. This is something that many Nigerians are not aware. I remember some times back, people are clamoring for DSTV to be a prepaid service. But when you look at it, as much as your voice on GSM is prepaid, but your data is not prepaid, because data, whether you use it or you don't use it, after that 1 month validity, it expires. So the question is that, can we push for all those operators to begin to do bandwidth on demand, which means is that as at when I need it, that is when I'm going to use it.
Also explained that foreign exchange fluctuations and the depreciation of the Nigerian naira are key factors driving the price hike. According to him, while the NCC has approved a data rollover policy, there are restrictions on the amount of data that can be rolled over and the time frame which it must be used.
And I know pretty well NCC have done great in trying to make sure they check the excesses of the telecom operators such that all this data lost cannot be so rampant, because I can tell you it's very simple. If telecom operators want to make dirty money, let me put it that way, it is very simple. There's a way they can tinker and then manipulate their billing system or billing software, and the rest is history.
While many argue they are now paying more for less data, underlying economic factors continue to shape the situation. Abdulmuminu Aisha, Trust TV News, Abuja.